Hi, and welcome to 2025. Welcome to my look at the month ahead of January. And let's see what's going to unfold for January because it's actually quite a challenging month. We are hitting the ground running. And welcome to everybody who is already here. It's a funny time of year, isn't it? This Christmas, New Year. Nobody knows what day it is, whether it's a Sunday or a Friday or a Saturday or any day. And here we are just kind of, hovering in between everything. And I've got a cat hair on my lip, but never mind. Anyway, hello, welcome. So, with no further ado, Happy New Year. Oh, you're all joining in. Hello, my loves. Hello, Cosmic BL. Hello, Amsterdam Belinda. And hello, Mimini. And yeah, I'm sending lots of love. I see Andy can't be with us today. That's a shame. Wishing Pool Tarot. Wishing Pool Tarot, please give me a tarot card. Please. Just get your deck. And in the chat, you can put, Penny, I have pulled for you the card. And you can tell me what it means, what my card is for the year. I've got the cards here. I'm going to give us a card for January. So that's going to come a little bit later. But let's seriously look at what's happening this month, because the astrology for 2025 in general, this is a year of enormous change. And so I thought, in honor of that, I would change my location for this video. This probably won't be the permanent location, but I just thought, you know what? Sometimes change is good. It's 2025. It's January the 2nd. I thought, let me sit in a different seat and just see how it goes. So how do you like the new seat for January's video? Wishing Pool, you did last time. I must have missed it. So my apologies. If you can do it again, fantastic. Let's have a look. Who here? Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. And Liz the Iron Maiden. I always love seeing you because I do love your name. And okay, Wishing Pool Tarot. Fantastic. Jim, hello. You're enjoying the scenery. Okay, right. Is it warmer on the sofa? Not much, actually. No, it's really, really very chilly here. And actually, I have to say, Sarah is here. She's sitting quietly in the background because we're going to have something to eat after this. But it's warmer here than it is in her place. So I said, you better come round. And we've been doing some work this afternoon, and you'll see the results of that coming up later on our Channeling by Penny and Sarah channel. We have another video coming out, which is actually called 2025 Predictions, The Truth. Think about it and do check it out. So, oh, good. Thank you, Jam LeBlanc. You think I look comfortable. Listen, today is January the 2nd. And January the 2nd is like the quiet or the calm before the storm. Although all the events that have already unfolded this week in the news are all, I think, and most other astrologers you listen to will say, part and parcel for the Mars-Pluto opposition that we're currently undergoing, which is exact tomorrow. Now, what is it about this Mars-Pluto opposition? Let me explain. I mean, the event chart is fascinating because it's like, it's just like division, divide, and it's like if you divide everyone, then they will just fight automatically. So I think there's a saying, isn't there, sort of like, divide and I don't know, there's something like that. But I've actually got division as my word for the month because there is something about this month and the energy, because it kicks off with this Mars-Pluto opposition. Mimi, you just pulled the 7 of Wands. Okay. Happy New Year, AMAC. And health and happiness and all of that to everybody. Absolutely. Oh, you like you like my seat. Wherever is most comfortable. Well, it's just quite nice being here for a change. Maybe I always do the lives here and I do the others over in the other bit, but we'll see. We'll see. Hi, Parry. Good to see you. Yes, Sarah is here too. And thank you for your warm wishes. Mars Pluto. Mars is retrograde in Leo. Now, Mars actually moves into Cancer, back into Cancer on January the 6th. So then we will get this reprieve from this Mars-Pluto opposition. Now, if you think of what has been happening in the news this week, which has really been quite strident, awful, devastating, with basically we've had, 2 air disasters, we've had terrorist attacks. These are all, and my condolences and sympathies to everyone and anyone that has been involved in any of these terrible events, because this is absolutely, you're going to ask me if I could do a chart for Canada, what it will happen with our government. I can, but I can't do it tonight because I haven't got the chart for Canada, but I will look at it. And perhaps what I'll do is bring it into the live week ahead next week. So I'll make a mental note of that and do that for you, Simi. Hi, Mykonos. Good to see you. Yes, love and light your way too. Absolutely, all the way. Mars is leaving Leo on the 6th, and it'll go back into Cancer, and it's going to stay there until basically April. Now, let me just tell you about this Mars-Pluto, because I think it's terribly important that you are aware that in personal relationships, you are super, super careful around now, around the next few days. Anything that really pushes your buttons, walk away, stand back, count to 10, respond, don't react. Because there is something about this Mars-Pluto energy, especially because the axis is the ascendant-descendant, which is about my relationship with the other, okay? That you have to really be very mindful of this energy and try and just respond to it. In fact, if anybody has pushed your buttons over the last few days, just leave it alone. Don't go there. Don't actually respond or reply to these people for at least another good week or so, because you'll have had time to think about it, time to really kind of, better sound. I wonder if sitting here, because I'm closer to the router, is why it's working better. Who knows? But we'll see how it goes. Yes, Parry, the events that have happened in our world this week have been absolutely devastating. And what's this jam, LeBlanc? You tell your son that the lady on fire is a lie. Okay, because medium said it kind of a thing, not true, fake news. Your son did not believe you. I'm not sure that I know that piece of news. I do remember something about a lady on fire somewhere. I don't know whether that was in the US, I'm not sure, but there was something, wasn't there, on a bus or a train or something? I'm sure you can let me know. So yes, okay, it was on a bus or a train. But you've got to think of this energy of Mars. Mars is in Leo. These are 2 fire energies. Leo is fixed. Mars isn't. Mars rules Aries. Mars wants to get out there and sort it out now. Okay? So it really is kind of the sort of energy that we have to, as I say, just take a step back from. Pluto, endings. It can be very bad endings. It can be, Pluto is the god of the underworld. So you've got these 2 major energies fighting each other, which is why I chose the word division for our word for the month ahead. Yes, Parry, we have to take the side of peacefulness, doing things that are beneficial for our civility and our success as humane citizens of the world. This is so true. it, what's this cosmic BL? Are you saying hello to Sarah, my Sarah that's here? Because you're saying the first word which comes to mind when you hear Sarah is silk. That's beautiful. Please let me know if it's my Sarah, because otherwise you'll be devastated. So, yes. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know who I'm saying yes to. Cosmic BL, yes. Oh, I'll just go. Sarah, when they think of you, they think of silk. They think of silk. So Sarah says, thank you very much. We've had an afternoon of I've done an interview with Sarah, which is going to be up on my channel soon, because I'm starting a series called Penny Dix in Conversation With. And I'm just going to find people to be in conversation with. There'll be some astrology as part of the interview. And the first interview is going to be with Sarah. And so that's going to be up in a week or so. Liz the Iron Maiden, you've been reconciled with your children in the last few days after more than a 3-year estrangement. My God, that's wonderful. I really am super happy for you. That's fantastic. And that is working with this Mars-Pluto energy in a positive way, because what we can do with this energy is we flip it. We go, no, I'm not playing this game. I'm not going to let this energy or this person who is reacting to me tear our friendship relationship apart. I am going to stay with it, stick with it, be the bigger person, stay in my power, and find a way to transform it so that we both approach whatever the situation might be as adults, mature adults who can discuss whatever it is that is causing dissension in a particular friendship or relationship. I hope that resonates for some of you. So, just having some water. So, we will be past this energy after the 6th, but really until after the 6th of January, still be super careful about how you respond to people. Okay? So, it's you're welcome, Liz, the Iron Maiden. I think it's just, what's this, Parry? Oh, bless you, Parry. Oh, quite formal. Oh, well, actually, I'm a little bit déshabillé. I'm kind of coming apart a bit here, but I'm fine. But Liz, fabulous. I think that you must have really had to work hard to achieve that kind of success. So well done. Well done. So after Mars goes back into Cancer, we can take our foot off the brake a bit and look at the positive ways that we can rebuild, resume kind of normal life, which in a sense is next week, when the world kind of starts to go back to normal, when all the resolutions we've made kind of go by the wayside. I haven't made any resolutions. I don't make resolutions. I just carry on, because I know what is good for me and I know what is not good for me. And I just have to have a constant kind of discussion with myself to make sure that I do. Liz, thank you. Thank you. I'm very, that's great that in some way what I have said has been helpful. Thank you so much, Liz. I really appreciate. So Mars goes back into Cancer on the 6th. And on the 8th, Mercury, our planet of communication, enters Capricorn. So we're going to find, while Mercury is in Capricorn, that we are more structured about the way we put things across. So if there are situations, relationships where you need to have a frank talk, then I would actually say, wait for Mercury to go into Capricorn, because it'll make you think about things. You'll slow down, you'll use timing, you will time it. Excuse me. You will time it right. And actually, excuse me, sorry. and you will actually find that the way you communicate is to the point, because remember, Capricorn is a very straight sign. It says it how it is, but it will say it in a way that you learn. So waiting for the mothership. I just love your pseudonym. I just think it's fabulous. Don't worry, they're coming soon. You make your resolutions in the spring. It makes more sense to set goals as things start to come alive again. Well, it's the astrological new year, isn't it? Because the astrological new year is with the spring equinox. So, Janice, thank you. It was in New York in the station where this woman set herself on fire, or was set on fire. Mars Pluto. That's all I can say. Mars Pluto. Yes, Parry, stay present in life moment by moment, because that is what we have to do. We have to stay in the present. Now, the next kind of major event, if you like, because I'm just going to pick out the key ones. And by the way, I've started doing Astro Bites again, and one will come out tonight at 1 o'clock Central European time. So that's the early hours of the morning here. And it's all about the Mars-Pluto opposition. So, Liz, wow, thank you so much. Oh, wow, bless you. Thank you so much. That will go towards the Pussycats treatment, because tomorrow, and I really would love it if all of you could send positive vortex spiraling energy for me to get Iggy, to Lord Ignatius, to the vet for his jabs. I'm not going to go into a conversation about vaccinations. It's mandatory. They're going to be leaving Malta and returning to the UK. They have to mandatorily have a rabies vaccination. Oh, wow. Nikki Hensel, thank you so much. Oh, gosh, guys, thank you. Oh, bless you. It's the third super on a live stream. Bless you. That is really just, it's lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. We've got a full moon in Cancer this month. Oh, gosh. What a wonderful way to start the new year. You're throwing money at me. Wow. Thank you so much. You love cats. Fantastic. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I'm overwhelmed now. You've pushed me right off track. I don't know what to say. It's just, I'm totally overwhelmed. Thank you. I just have to explain to Sarah, because she's sitting there probably thinking, what on earth is going on? On live streams, people can make a donation. And so these wonderful, amazing people have made some donations to the channel. And it's just amazing. Thank you so much. I'm just a bit overwhelmed. So, bless you, Liz. Thank you. Thank you. And I don't know if any of you were waiting for the live stream that Sarah and I were going to do last night, but it didn't happen because we just felt we weren't in the right place to do it, and the energy wasn't right. And I never believe in doing something if it doesn't feel right. You have to use your gut instinct. And this year, that is going to happen much, much more. Thank you, Liz. It's going to happen much, much more. What you really have to do this year is get out of this, out of the head and the brain, into the gut and the gut feeling, because the instinct will tell you, oh, the wishing pool, you've done a tarot. Just write down what it was, because I can't see the where the live chat has gone. I'll try. It's just amazing. Really? Oh, wow. How funny. That's incredible. I've really got to get back to this. We have a full moon in Cancer. This is an interesting full moon. Now, it's on the 13th, and it's at 23 degrees and 59 minutes of Cancer. Now, also, you've got a wonderful trine in this full moon from the Sun to Uranus. And Uranus also is sextiling the moon, the full moon. There are going to be surprises around the full moon in Cancer to do with home and family. Shocks, surprises, some may be welcome, some may be such shocks that it's a little bit difficult to take in. That's off the top of my head, my intuitive side just kind of feeling what it's about. So that is what's coming in for me with this full moon on the 30th. And also, Mars retrograde in Cancer is trining Neptune in Pisces. So there is now this is water, water. You've got Mars, fire in Cancer, water. You've got Neptune in the house, in the sign it rules, Pisces. And you've got this sense of Mars is heating things up. It's causing, it's like it's boiling things. It's bringing something to boiling point. Listen to your gut feelings. Yes, that's right, Simi. Our head is too full of conflict. So, a very good friend of mine, she always said, listen to the first thought. The first thought is the one that is the correct thought. So that is the intuitive thought. And that is the thought that is being sent to you by your guides, by the blue light beings, in Sarah's case, by Blue Man. It's what that first thought is. And this full moon is going to be around the 13th of January. We're going to see, I think, potentially something happening at sea. What I'm feeling is there is okay, I'll just say it how it is because that's what's coming out. There is like a volcanic or earthquake situation under the ocean that causes the water to bubble up in some form or other, or land to appear or something. That's what I'm picking up. And I'm picking up Pacific. It's in the Pacific. So, hi, Sarah. Terry Pratchett had an interesting take on second thoughts and third thoughts. Really? Okay. So I'd be interested to see what second thoughts and third thoughts are. Let's move on to the 21st of January, because on the 21st of January, the sun, for the first time ever in any of our lives, is going to be conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. Now, the sun is going to be conjunct Pluto once a year, always. For the last 18, 19 years, it's been conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. Now, none of us have ever experienced the sun conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. Don't you think that's kind of cool? You know, we're kind of really experiencing this. I'm sure I'm falling to bits here. There we go. Your birthday is the 21st. So you've got Pluto conjunct your sun. Okay, so you are going through the most enormous transformation, Mykonos. Yeah? Changes like you couldn't believe. It's you don't know whether you're coming, going at sometimes. It's like things are taken away from you, but then you realize they had to go because it makes space for something new to come in. And Jan LeBlanc, your birthday is on January the 6th, and that is when Mars is going back into Cancer. I think that will be helpful for you. So I think that's not too bad. But the Sun conjunct Pluto, in the event chart, it's in the 9th house, and Pluto is conjunct the midheaven. Now, this is super interesting because this is something that happens out there on the world stage. This is about a leader. This is a leader choosing to either resign, to leave, to go. I'm thinking about you across the pond. When is the inauguration? Just a question, because I'm just seeing what you're writing, Sarah, about third thoughts are thoughts that watch the world and think all by themselves. They're rare and often troublesome. Listening to them is part of witchcraft. Interesting. First thoughts are the everyday thoughts. Everyone has those. Second thoughts are the thoughts you think about, the way you think. 21st, is it 20th of January is the inauguration. Right. Day before Sun conjunct Pluto. Well, that's going to be a big event. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a big event. I don't know what else to say, but Sun conjunct Pluto is almost like a rocket firing, and can one live up to or survive the push out of Earth's atmosphere? You'll have to try and understand what I'm saying, because it's like I'm being channeled in riddles, but I'm just seeing a rocket going up, into space. And the sun represents a leader. So okay, I've got it. It's like a shooting star. As quickly as it rises, it falls. That's just what I'm getting. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that could be Justin Trudeau. Okay. Oh, okay, Jam LeBlanc. A lot of astrologers and mediums and tarot will say that. Okay. What else? What are you saying? You think it's going to be delayed? What, do you mean the inauguration will be delayed for some reason? So a lot of you are talking about Justin Trudeau. I don't know enough, I'm sorry, about Canadian politics to be able to comment, but I'm just saying that round inauguration day, I will do an astrobite for that and see if I can just focus in on it and tune into it on a more, just sort of separate way. But actually going through the month of January is giving me the ideas for the astrobites that I can do this month. So, okay, you're not holding back on how you feel about Justin Trudeau, I can see in the chat. Bless you all. Well, let's move on. So now I'm leaping ahead now to the end of January, because basically between the 21st and the 28th, not a lot else of any significant energy happens. But on the 28th, Mercury, our planet of communication, will move into Aquarius. So by this point, we will actually be feeling much more, a little bit kind of like we're tuning into higher frequencies. We're going to feel much more in tune with these frequencies that are all around for us to tune into from the non-physical light beings. I think that's going to be a big thing. What's this? Good chance NATO, Article 5. I don't know what Article 5 is tomorrow. I don't know what that is. You'll have to tell me. Yes, Parry, we have a choice how we treat ourselves and others and the earth. Do you know what? I'm not worried about the planet, because the planet actually knows better than us. It will take care of itself. If it needs to take care of itself by getting rid of us, it will get rid of us. That may be controversial and you may not like it, but the earth will survive. The earth is far more powerful and much stronger than we are. So I really do feel that is kind of what happens. But as we move on towards the end of the month, January the 29th, the North Node that has been in Aries for 18 months goes into Pisces. So we're getting closer to eclipse season, which the first one is in March. So the North Node leaves Aries, which means the South Node will move into the sign of Virgo. So you've got Pisces, Virgo, as the axis for the node. Remember, the North Node is our karma. Now, what I think is super interesting is this means the North Node is going to be conjunct Neptune. And then it's going to be conjunct Saturn later in the year, in the spring. The North Node conjunct Neptune and Saturn, I can't even begin to unpack the immensity of the karmic destiny that will unfold for all of us as we close a very big chapter on the planet and a new one opens up. And that will be in the spring. And that will be when we get the first taste of Neptune conjunct Saturn. Beth, thank you. Mother Earth will get rid of us, I'm afraid so. Pegs, your North Node is in Virgo. So you're going to have a kind of nodal return, but the opposite ways round. So your North Node, the North Node will be conjunct your South Node, and your South Node will be conjunct the North Node. Now, I don't know off the top of my head what it means. So you can Google it, what it means when you have a nodal return with the nodes being opposite, because it is quite interesting. But it's all about karmic lessons and destiny and looking at the energies of both Pisces and Virgo and that kind of Pisces-Virgo axis. Remember, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So it's about bringing closure to chapters of our lives that have really gone past their sell-by date. And that is very much a feature of January 2025. This is a month for tidying things up. So I really feel that quite strongly. And what we have on the 29th is Mercury, our planet of communication, will be conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. And remember, this is the first time ever, again, that we have experienced the planet of communication, Mercury, conjunct Pluto in the sign of Aquarius. So information that comes out around the end of the month is going to be absolutely extraordinary. It's going to be shocking. It's going to be sudden. We're going to be like waking up big time. We're going to be going, well, we didn't see that coming. There is just absolutely a kind of a sort of tsunami of information that is going to come to us. And we're going to find out finally what all this business is, what's been going on about these drones / orbs / UAPs / UFOs being seen around the world. Now, I think there's two separate things going on. I think the drones are something separate from the UAPs that, for instance, Sarah and I have seen, which we've talked about on our channel. So if you're interested in finding out about that, go to our channel and check out our first and second video, because that talked very much about it. Oh, so Lola, your Aquarius sun here with Aries ascendant. It's a roller coaster from start to finish. Yep, it is. It is. You know, we've had this brewing since 2019. And yes, I agree, Simi. This is the year of contact. It's, I don't know whether it's close encounters of the third kind, fourth kind, or fifth kind. But well, the contact has already happened, actually. This is when we find out about it. We find out that the contact has happened. And I just think that's what's going to happen. We have a new moon in Aquarius on the 29th. And this new moon is on the midheaven of the chart. There is more information coming out. It's widely conjunct Pluto and Mercury, and it is being trined by Jupiter that is retrograde in Gemini. There is big discussions coming out around this new moon. This new moon is like opening up a whole new kind of avenue of thought. Jam LeBlanc, we're in the twilight zone. Yeah, they're trying to keep us there, but it's not going to be there. Yeah. Designidius, a good year for Pisces. Why don't you check out my Pisces year ahead, which is you can find it on my channel. I've got the 12 zodiac signs for 2025. Pisces, all the zodiac signs are there, plus the overview. Not a lot of you have watched the overview. I think it's really interesting. Everyone just wants to go, I want to go with my sign. I want to go to my sign. Really, I really recommend watching the overview because it'll help you understand a little bit about what we can expect in 2025. So yes, check it out. Pisces is there. And if you know your rising sign, check that out too, because the rising sign gives you the house delineation. So this new moon in Aquarius, again, this month is going to be extraordinary. There will be quite a few astro bites this month. Because there is a lot to... Hello, Diva Diane. You've got 6 planets in Virgo and leaving your Saturn return in Pisces in your 7th house. I commiserate with you, Diane. I think you've probably been through an extraordinary time, but new things are coming and new beginnings, and it's all going to be extraordinarily interesting. Now, the other thing that is happening is on the 29th of January, just let me see what I've got written down here. We have something else going on, but I can't see what it is. Oh, no, not that. Oh, it was the Mercury conjunct Pluto. That's what I was looking at, Mercury conjunct Pluto. And again, this is just extraordinary information being made public. So yeah, I am channeling. It's just coming in thick and fast. Maybe it's the new sitting here. Perhaps I have to sit here for the lives. Perhaps that's what this is about. I actually feel very comfortable sitting here. This feels right. So perhaps this is the way to go. But I want to tell you about Uranus, because remember, Uranus rules Aquarius. And Aquarius is where the new moon is this month. Uranus, our planet of the unexpected, of shocks, of surprise, of extraterrestrial life, of interstellar travel, of rebellion, of freedom of speech, of awakening and respect for other people's points of view, is going direct in Taurus. It goes direct at 23 degrees. So if your birthday is around the, let's say, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th of May, right, you are getting your final experience of Uranus conjunct your natal sun. Now, my birthday is the 16th of May, so Uranus has gone over my sun a few times now, and it's coming back. And I think this is why I've made this sudden, unexpected decision, which people are finding out about, that I want to move back to the UK. And the reason is it's time. It's as simple as that. It's time. I'm meant to be there. I'm meant to go back there. And that is the reason. It's as simple as that. And so Uranus goes direct on the 30th, and it will go direct, and it's going to dip its toes into Gemini. Now, this is going to be massively interesting. Let me just see what you're saying here. So you're saying your dad is May 15th. He's been through a lot. You see, the thing is, with Uranus, if you go kicking and screaming, it'll hurt. You have to go with it. You have to say, okay, hands up. I'll go with it. I'll do it. I'll change. Do you think I want to pack up my nice cozy chair and all my things and get rid of lots of stuff and get all the cats sorted out and travel across the world? Not particularly, on a very serious note, but it's got to be done. Just has to be done. And I just know that it's what is meant to happen. You've had Pluto on your moon. Oh, Beth. Oh, gosh. And May 15th. Oh, gosh. Oh, you've really been through the ringer, haven't you? You've been mangled to bits. But obviously you're here. So clearly you have survived this extraordinary astrology that the cosmos has put you through last year. So well done for that, Beth. And once, you know, Uranus goes direct, we're going to feel things freeing up. We're also going to see at the end of the month, I think the financial markets and the stock markets are going to be a bit erratic at the beginning of the month, because I think it's going to be like a bow being pulled back, as if everybody is sitting waiting to see what happens with, say, what's happening across the pond in both countries across the pond. And it's like this bow being pulled back, and then suddenly Uranus slows down and goes direct, and bah, off goes that arrow, and everything goes shooting forward. And it's going to affect the financial markets, like they will just suddenly, some form of currency is taking off. I don't know whether it's stocks, shares, or something to do with political situations, but there are going to be big changes financially. I don't think it's anything to be concerned about, because I think it's actually, do you know what it is? It's finally the people that work in the market saying, we're not going to be affected by what the big boys tell us in governments, etc., etc. We're going to feel it for ourselves. We're going to use our intuition, and we're going to actually allow ourselves to follow and buy and sell stock in companies that we feel have the potential to be very beneficial to the planet and to the people, right? So there's going to be a move away from, it's like taking away the facility for the greed of the old system, if that makes sense. Okay? So that is what I'm picking up. Now, at this point, I'm going to bring you the word of the month, because I can feel with the channeling that if I'm not careful, I'm going to go down rabbit holes, which will not be very helpful. So I'm going to, I'm just seeing what you're saying, Jim. You're agreeing it's time. There will be profound good to find out when you get to the other side of the change to the UK. Your true venue is the world. Thank you. Thank you, Jim. Yes. Thank you, Lola. I'm glad it resonates with you. I'm really glad and thank you so much for all of you for joining me. Now, listen, I chose a word for the month. The word for the month is division, because if we're not careful, we are going to find ourselves sort of separated out so that we set upon each other, because there is a fear amongst the old order that they are losing their grip on how we proceed. So they will want to cause division. So what I've found are some quotes from good old ChatGPT about division. So Abraham Lincoln said, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." Now, ain't that the truth? And I love this one because this is by someone unknown. And it is basically, division is the seed of destruction. Unity is the root of strength. Listen, the last time Pluto was in Aquarius, we had the French Revolution. And this was when the people, the populace, woke up and said enough is enough. Now, I'm not suggesting that we're all going to rush out and cut everybody's heads off, because, mind you, Uranus is conjunct, or going to be conjunct again, Algol, which is the fixed star which represents doing things like that. But I don't think we're going to get anything of that. Maybe that'll be a topic for an Astrobite. But I think that there is going to be a last gasp of the need to control the people by various governments. Now, listen, I don't know. This video will probably be banned or taken down, because I'm not allowed to say all these things, but There we go. 76 of you have heard it. Let's go on with the quotes. Divide and rule, the politician cries. Unite and lead is the watchword of the wise, and that was Goethe. Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. That was Martin Luther King Jr. And of course, Aesop said, united we stand, divided we fall. Wayne Dyer said, conflict cannot survive without your participation. You see what I was saying about this Mars-Pluto? Stand back, don't play the game, don't join in, just stand back, disengage. You know what? If every soldier on the planet laid down their arms and said, I don't want to kill the enemy, or what you're telling me is the enemy, I don't want to do it. If every soldier did that, what are they going to do? How are they going to make us fight? I mean, it's a thought, isn't it? But if every soldier laid down his arms, every soldier, and I'm talking about every person on the planet who has a problem with another group of people, if they stood back and thought, we could stop this, we could just stop, we could just actually choose to not fight. Wouldn't that be cool? Then the next one is another unknown quote, and it's the walls we build to divide ourselves, but to deepen our understanding of one another. Oh, sorry, I've read the wrong one. The walls we build to divide ourselves often become the cages that imprison us. Didn't that happen with lockdown, with COVID? We've all found it so hard as a collective to come out, to get outside again, to connect, to physically touch, to hug. We are tribal creatures. We need to be together. Hi, Rita. Hi, Rita. Good to see you here. Sarah, sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. We can approach situations like the intuitive beekeeper, going calmly with respect, and we will not get stung. Do you know what? I'm going to use that approach tomorrow when I take Iggy to the vet. I will go in like the intuitive beekeeper and put him calmly in the carrier and get him to the vet. And see me, what are you saying? That would be such an amazing act of love that we all deserve as beings on this planet. You mean if we all stopped fighting? If we just said, I don't want to do it, I'm not going to fight, don't want to, just don't want to fight. So, yeah, Iggy, Lord Ignatius Fluffball is his full name. So, differences are not meant to divide us, but to deepen our understanding of one another. That's another unknown. Segregation is the adultery of an illicit intercourse between injustice and immorality. That was Martin Luther King Jr. And that is, again, a truth. And I love this last one, which is an unknown quote, but it's the things that divide us are often the things we refuse to understand. And you know, that is so true. If we just took the time to listen to each other, to respect each other, to listen without prejudice, to listen and say, I don't understand or agree with what you're saying, but I respect that you have your view and your point of view. Why can we not all start bringing that into everyday life? Allow people to have their differences. So, shall we do a tarot card? Let's do. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, 100%. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sarah, what else have you said? We can approach situations. Oh, that was the intuitive bee. Yeah, I like that. Calm for Lord Iggy. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, I certainly need calm for Lord Iggy. Oh, he knows. He just knows. He just knows. I've got to somehow, please help me all. Please, all of you, send positive vibes tomorrow. Here's our card. Oh, okay. We've got a court card. We've got a King of Cups. So your Taurus DDK, wishing everyone receives all positive things. Thank you. That's lovely. So this King of Cups, I think, as a collective card, is saying, you see, the King of Cups is like the divine masculine, the masculine that is in touch with its feminine, not the masculine that wants to fight. This is the masculine that listens to his feelings and his intuition. And oh, you're May 16th, see me, like me? Woo! That's nice. Thank you, Jim. You'll radiate assurance. That would be great. But this is the divine masculine. And all you guys out there, this is not about being critical of the masculine in terms of laying down arms and not being men and not being, we have to get a balance back into humanity. And we have to allow equality between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I'm just seeing what you're saying there. I'm waiting for the mothership. Saturn through your first house this last year has had you feeling like you need to be less understanding and stick up for yourself more. Yep, that would figure. How to do that without becoming a villain. Be kind, slow down, keep quiet. Sometimes we can't say what we want to say. Parry, imagine Iggy is cooperating and he is wanting to live with harmony and pleasure in his life with joy and grace. I try and imagine that every day, Parry, but I will do my best to continue. But I don't know if anyone else has got any feelings about this King of Cups, because also the tarot say with the King of Cups that it's the masculine not in touch with its emotions, because the King of Cups is floating on top of the water and is not connected to the water. But I think it's about the fact that the masculine has been so driven out by just things and have moved back into a very austere Capricorn way of thinking, which is Pluto in Capricorn over the last 18 years. Yes, Cosmic BL, intuition tells you that silence is gold. Bribe with yummy treats and sweet kisses and hugs. I've tried that too, but I'll try. So your Capricorn jam, okay, because Capricorn has been under the spotlight for the last 18, 19 years, and I think it's been very tough for Capricorn. And I think now you are being given breathing space, but it's a little bit like Capricorn has got to just go away and lick their wounds, because it's been so such hard going. It's been really tough. Your Capricorn Sun, Cancer, and oh, Sarah, thank you so much. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Wow, you've all been absolutely amazing today. Listen, I'm going to stop wittering. I think the BLBs have said enough. You've witted enough. It's time for me to put my tarot away. And this is a super live on a first super on a live stream. I don't know what that means, but you can feel the relief of Pluto off your moon. I'm sure you can. And you've survived it. So well done. So listen, guys, I'm going to go and leave you because I'm going to have some supper. And I don't have the heating on at the moment because it's too noisy. So I want to put it on again because it's very, very cold here in Gozo. So listen, there'll be an Astro Bite coming out in about 6 hours time. So do check that out. And thank you. Yes, let's put Iggy in the vortex spiral of love to get into the vector. Thank you so much, Lola. First super chat. Wow. I think I seem to have achieved some goal, but I'm not quite sure what it is. But maybe YouTube will make that clear to me in a minute. So I must have been doing something right. You are also welcome. And maybe this is going to be my new live setting for the live broadcasts. And it feels quite nice. And can you just tell me before I sign off, has the sound been okay? And has the visual, the picture been okay? Or has it been jerky or funny or whatever? Oh, bless you, Beth. My shoulder is SH1T, actually. George is wonderful. George gives me lovely cuddles and healing. Sound's been great. Wow. Okay. It's all been good. That's fantastic. I'm so pleased. Listen, I will be back on Sunday for the live week ahead, and I will look at things, in closer detail. But I'm just saying with January, slow down, because the energy is so hot. It is so really intense that we need to consciously hold ourselves back. Otherwise, we are going to trip ourselves up. So consciously every morning, ground yourself, put your feet on the earth and just think, I am here now in the present. Okay? Stay in the present. Be present. Be here now. It's all we've got. I think you are all friggin' awesome. I'm going to go, and let's just have a great 2025. Happy New Year to all of you. And thank you for all the likes, shares, subscribes, comments. If I haven't got back to you on comments, I will do. If I haven't replied to you yet with your emails requesting sessions with me, I will do. It's a funny time of year. And also, just for those of you that are not aware, I'm not using the booking system on the website. I want you to email me direct. I want to be able to decide when I see someone and spread it out so I don't burn myself out, because I want you to have the best of me, not a tired penny giving a not very good reading for you. So there we go. Yeah, I think 2025 is going to be awesome because we can make it awesome. Remember, you have choice. You can choose to make 2025 awesome. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Bye, guys. I'm going to see you on Sunday for the live week ahead. Bye for now. Bye.